right? I would hope. The academic specialist in history. Let's introduce ourselves to those of us who don't know each other. Get an idea of who you are, how long you've been here, and what you teach. Would you start, Val?
Dr. Valerie Hurley, teach Western Civ 1 and 2 at Honors, Classical Greece and Rome, and 20th Century Europe.
Regina?
History, Western Civ 1 and 2, but I also teach US.
Take it away, Ron.
Ron Wilmer, I teach a lot of things. Western Civ 1, Western Civ 2, Western Civ 1, Western Civ 2, Government 201,
Bill Lipton, teach everything in the history and political science department at every school in New Jersey. Here 33 years.
Keith Walcott, Western Civ 1, 2, African American History 1, 2, Latin American History.
David Alt, new adjunct professor. I teach Western Civilization 1 and 2 and U.S. history.
For everybody who doesn't know, our Assistant Dean Ramos will be joining us. And Kristen Kieser, the Cengage rep, will be on hand. Before we get started, let me just let everybody know, this will be a work in progress. You may have questions. I may have answers. I will do my very best. If I cannot, and I was never one to feign anything that I don't know, I'll defer it to Kristen. Okay? Because once again, this is a work in progress, but I will tell you right now, we're all going to be fine. We're all going to be fine. From what I've learned so far, I don't think it's bad at all. Actually, it's quite fun. And we're going to go through it together. I'll let you decide. I mean, it's the same application for all of our courses, right? If you want to do Western 1, if you want to do Western 2, Government 1, what do you choose? I have a Western Civ 1 that I've been working with. So that's the one I chose. I believe it's common ground for everybody. Is everybody all right with that? All right, has everybody logged on to my sandbox? Okay, we're going to do this all one at a time. I'm going to show you how I did it, and I'm going to show you how the course is going to look after we've done it, okay? The 4 things we need to keep in mind. Not much here is changing, okay? We need a syllabus. That needs to be updated, right? Syllabus uploaded. Syllabi uploaded, right? That's not going to change. We go through Canvas. That will remain our learning management system. That's our LMS, right? That's not grades. These are all mandatory. Grades must be uploaded through Canvas. The last thing, and here's probably the only difference, the ebook adoption. That's it. That's what's going to remain the same with that one variation at the end. Okay, now we're going to look at how we draw content. Bill.
Okay, now you're saying it's a must that we put the grades on Canvas.
Yes.
So will it accept an A, a B plus? I give essays. I don't give numerical grades.
Okay, so your numerical grade should translate into a letter grade because you can only put letter grades in through web services. So grades have to be uploaded through Canvas, but web service gets the final grade too.
Right, but I'm saying on Canvas, how do I put in, because I haven't been doing it.
You haven't been doing Canvas?
That does not, I'll put that in there, but it doesn't give the student a grade.
You can, it's in the settings.
Yeah, you have to give it a numerical value. You have to.
Yeah, but you can, it automatically assigns a numerical based on
Yeah,
your
you
letter
can
grades.
Yeah.
But when you're putting in the assignment, you can put in that you have a
Yeah,
total
I know
letter.
what you're saying, but it's just a question that.
So basically, like the way I would have it, 95 to 100 would be an A. You know, I have that stipulated in my syllabus. I have a grade breakdown that I put into my syllabus. That grade breakdown numerically translates to a letter grade when I put it through web service.
Right, but this is just the reverse. If you're putting in a letter grade, and even if you have in the settings what it is, what numerical grade is, if you say A 95 to 100, and you give an A, what is it going to give to the numerical grade? A 95, 96, 97, you know. That's the difficulty I found, which is why I put the A, B, C, whatever it might be in Canvas, but it doesn't give the student a grade.
Right.
Because it won't average letters.
Mine does.
Right.
I mean, I haven't had a problem doing it. How about you, Val? Anything?
I use numbers, so
I use numbers too, but they translate to.
So I don't just I use the number of message.
Yeah, it's in your assignment. and
Either
then
way.
when you put it in
That's
the
the way I
assignment,
do it.
There's a certain amount of value, now you've got point.
and when you create it,
So here's what I did. Let's see. Let's go to a course I've taught.
It's not.
I know.
So let's see. This was a US Online. Let's do the way I did it. Let me just see how I did this.
Yeah, at the end of it, but you also did.
So whatever these grades match up to, as far as my letter grade breakdown, that's the letter grade I would give them. So for every numerical grade I have a corresponding alphabetic value to a letter they're going to get in web services. That's how I do it.
You're right. I understand that. I'm saying doing it, forget the question. I'm doing it the reverse way.
Okay.
The letter does not.
So you're putting a letter here, and then I would recommend you put a numerical and then translate it into, because web services, I'm not aware in web services that you could put a numerical grade, only an alphabetic. I get that, but on Canvas, it's going to be easier.
You have to put
A letter. So on what I would do is I would create a grade breakdown. I think that should be on every syllabus. I don't know whether it's not. The way I do it, it's a grade breakdown. I've been using the same grade breakdown that CUNY uses and SUNY, and I've adopted it for here. So that's the one I use, and it's easier for me to match up after I put in the grades.
It does it. I have,
Whatever they get numerically, it translates to a letter grade.
right, but it does it right here. I just
Yeah.
pulled it up from my.
Yeah, you could do.
You put a letter grade?
I put a letter grade in.
You could do it, but
And it of course translates to a number because you're going to use a number for when you figure out the final.
But don't forget, this isn't a Canvas issue. That's a Canvas question. Have you attended Canvas professional development?
Yeah, I've had many certifications in Canvas. Yeah.
Okay, so I think that would be something you would need to figure out on it, because I do it one way. Professors, have the liberty to do it each of their own respective ways. I do it my way. Val does it my way. Regina does it your way. Maybe you might want to ask Regina how she does it.
It doesn't work.
So your number grade doesn't translate to
No, my letter grade. It won't translate to a number, the final grade.
I do a number grade and it doesn't
I know,
translate to
you
letter.
know.
Okay, let's go to the sandbox. All right, I'm gonna go back in. Let's go to it. I'm going to show you what we're looking at as far as the basics. Okay. Here's the course. This is my course. Not my this is my course for the fall. Okay? Don't get frightened, right? Look at modules. Did I do this yet? I didn't set it up. I did it through Sandbox. All right. Well, go through Sandbox. Yeah. The way you do this is you have to create modules, because your modules are going to have a breakdown of chapter content. That's the easiest way to do it. How I would use content from the book, the way I do it. You do a chapter intro. This is just for content. Chapter intro, the readings. You don't have to do this. This is what I do. And this is as easy as I can do it. The chapter readings and the chapter summary. I do, but I'm not going to show them that now, because I think that's going to, I'll show them that later. But I think, you know what, let me go to the fall one. Okay, here's mine for the fall. This is what mine looks like. This is it. I'm going to show you how to do this. This is my whole course. Okay, if you go to Ancient Egyptian Civilization, right, you're going to click on, this is what I did. This is my course. This is nobody else's. You don't have to do this. This is what I did, okay? It's going to go right to Ancient Egypt, and here's your readings, okay?
Do I get to make links to Cengage on campus?
Yes, yes you do.
Go ahead, Kristen.
Yeah, so you do. And what Cengage is
is going to be working on is creating we're calling it just a template that gives you these readings into a Canvas shell that you can copy out into, because you guys won't have your fall shells until 45 days before that starts. However, Dr. Befkin is giving the Cengage shells to us by, I think, June 4th.
Mm-hmm.
So we can actually add you as an instructor if you want. You can get going. But we're going to help you with building out the Cengage.
I'm going to show you exactly how I did this, and it's not difficult.
And I worked with Joe.
It's not. If you keep it simple, you'll be fine. Have the skeletal structure. Add on all the flesh, all the muscles, all the ligaments you want down the road. But right now, this is to avoid confusion. That's what we're here for. Avoid. Same thing I would tell my students when they're writing a paper. Don't razzle and dazzle me with fancy words. When you talk, get to the point. That's what we're looking to do, because we have to keep in mind our adjunct faculty. Okay? We're responsible for them, and because we're responsible for them, we're responsible for our students. Okay? That's the educational reciprocity. Okay? We need the adjuncts to know what they're doing, because the students need to know what they're doing. All right? Keep that in mind. We're going to keep all this stuff I'm showing you on this is what I did. And I've been working months just to figure out what the best thing is for but that's not my class. I'm going to show you a regular version of what you need to do. All these chapter quizzes, there are chapter quizzes. Val brought up a good point. Do you use the chapter quizzes? Absolutely I do. You click on the chapter quizzes, they're automatically linked to your Canvas. Okay, so absolutely linked to the grade book. And if our students are using the readings, they might as well be taking the quizzes. That's just how I see it. You don't have to do that. That just makes the most sense to me, along with other assignments, whether it be a term paper, whatever it might be, okay? So any of this stuff here, I'm going to show you how I got to this, all this, okay? That's it. If we look at the chapter summary here, all this will take you directly to the Cengage material.
Where did you click on your sandbox? Did you get there?
To the
Cengage?
Modules. How you got to actually
How
where
I-
the ebook lives in the sandboxes.
Oh, modules. Everything's going to, and I'm going to show you how to do that. That goes all the way through modules. Okay? All the way through modules. Now let's go to the sandbox to see how we're going to create it. And you can upload your files. You can upload your movies. When I do late antiquity, I do an array of barbarian tribes. The History Channel Barbarian documentary series. I love it. I think those guys are the best. But that's me, right? You don't have to do that. But no, well, you can. You can draw from YouTube. You can draw from whatever notes you use as side notes. You can upload anything like that. Let's stick to the basics first. That's where we start. We crawl, we walk, we run, right? Here we go. Go to the sandbox. Okay. For argument's sake, I did Western Civilization 1, right? I uploaded the syllabus. I always make, not that you have to, but I always make the syllabus my homepage. Now we start building, and I got the book on there, right? Spielvogel. Now here is where we start deciding what content we need to use. And the content we need to look for is Spielvogel. So what we do is go to Cengage. If you need to write it down, go for it. Go to Cengage and choose your content. So once you're in the syllabus page, or once you're in your home page, go to Cengage, and now we're going to choose the content. I'll write it down. Step 1.
How do we disengage from a sandbox?
So we'll write it down. So right
Here's Spielvogel.
Go up.
what we have is your Cengage account.
Hit Cengage.
Oh, up here.
How you doing, Val?
Checking your line tab.
Nope. Go back to your original. Go all the way back. I need to go to your regular page. The sandbox. Did they link you to this? Go to my sandbox. Okay, now Cengage. Everybody go to sandbox. Go to Cengage. Keith, you okay? I got you.
I can't, I say like canvas.
All right, David, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. Everybody, please log in because we have limited time.
Well, how do you log?
I mean, I'm known to pull off miracles, but
Do we have accounts already?
you should be linked to my sandbox. You may not have a Cengage account, but you should be linked to my sandbox. If it's asking you to sign in, you should be able to. Have you made one?
I haven't made an account.
Okay, let's talk to Kristen. It's okay.
So I can't do this yet.
Huh? Kristen, I have several who can't log in.
To Canvas?
Canvas, they can, but
I
just
can't log into Cengage, but I'm not having an account yet with Cengage.
Yeah, I have all the account information, so we can get you in.
Oh, you have?
And you could use either.
Authorized doc.
If that's associated to it.
you're okay. You're good. Don't do anything yet. We're going to get there, I promise you. How you doing, Regina? Okay. We're going to get everybody on the same page. I will not move forward. I'm going to treat this like it was one of my own classes.
Do I put in my UCC email address?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Please do. Please, Keith. Please. Imperative. Sorry, man. All right. David, how are we?
Trying to log in, it's not.
Don't worry. Don't worry. We're going to get Kristen over here for you. We're going to get you information.
Gotcha.
Hold on. Hold on, because we all need to be on the same page before I'm not going to move forward.
It says that you had an existing password. Do you remember using Cengage materials before?
Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I'll set the password.
Thank you, Kristen.
Oh, we've been many companies in the past. We've been Thompson, we've been.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a head start, Phil. Choose, type in Spielvogel. Yeah.
Do you have the ISBN Google handy here?
Do I have the ISBN? Yes, I should.
Yes.
Thank you.
1305.
We write it on the
Yep.
we write it on the board, Joe.
Yes.
But if you read that one more time,
Go ahead, David.
978
Uh-huh.
1305
Uh-huh.
952
Uh-huh.
317.
How you doing, Bill?
The one a second one should be amazing.
Okay, we're going to figure it out. Because without that, we will not move forward.
well, because
Can I?
They don't have that master pushed out to them yet, so they can't necessarily start to link Cengage content.
So they would need that from the
until
blueprint.
Right, so because they don't have the master pushed out to them yet.
Okay.
but we can get the the basic MindTap added in so they can start to.
Yeah, whatever we need to do that, that would be.
That's not what I said. We're gonna get there.
Hang in there, Regina. We're going to get to you.
I tried and it keeps resetting back to the one. Yeah, same situation.
I have Q on right here.
Well, that's happening to all of us. We're coming right back to the same page.
Yeah. And the easiest way I do it, chapter intro, the readings actually appear below section. So you don't do the sections. The sections won't give you the link to it. So let's say some have 5, you go 5 underneath each section. That's your content. And then your chapter summary. You have to add it first. You can't read the content. You have to add it first.
So it's your Cengage account is under rromer@hotmail.com. Is your Cengage account?
All right, listen. So everybody might have their Cengage account, so just listen up. Please. Whatever it is, whatever we need to do to get to move forward.
My first initial, my last name. Right, so now, okay, so let's
And I'm going to reset your password. Okay, so you're going to type in as your password, union with a capital U. C, capital U, 19.
You write that down.
Yeah.
Sorry, Krista. See, buddy.
And it says that you,
Go to your
Sandbox?
sandbox.
yes,
There it is.
and then 19.
Okay, don't do anything yet. Let me set this up for you real quick.
Mine says invalid password.
Settings,
Settings,
navigation.
navigation, Cengage.
Didn't really change anything. Retry doing.
Oh, so right, it's there now.
email again.
Don't worry, that's what we're here for. Okay, now. Mhm. Okay, okay, don't worry. Yeah, you mean. Regina, did you create one? I'm sure you.
No, I had never created one, but I got an email saying it was active.
Okay.
Most of them had already been set up. Whether they have Spiel Global added in is if they did it of their own fruition. All right, Bill, you might have several accounts. Let me- 'cause it looks like
You did say every school.
This is not it. Are you
Yeah.
in Dr. Murphy?
I can go right into
Yeah, are you in your?
Yes, you can.
with the other
Yeah.
one, but I can't get into it.
So we could work from Cengage. You know, we could work from the Cengage website. You should be able to get into that now, Ron. You should be able to actually get into both. Cengage and Canvas. You can't get in? She just gave you your account. You can't get in.
Yes.
I tried Hotmail and I tried UCC and neither one's working.
Yeah, you're done. That's it.
No, it's gonna take you right
Account.
back to.
Congratulations, you
Watch.
successfully
Watch.
registered your faculty account.
Right, then it comes right back. The login screen. That's
And
what's
you're
happening
doing
to
the
David
same
too.
thing?
I just got the error.
Login on Cengage.com.
I'm able to get into Cengage itself.
Right, but you
but
can't
not- but
authenticate.
not-
Don't worry, we're gonna fix it.
I think we're all having the same problem.
I don't know if it's a Canvas issue or if it's a Cengage issue.
So right now, the only one who can get access is you, Val.
Well, I think that's discrimination against.
Come on, let's not get She's the only full-timer here, so.
Yeah.
I don't see why it would be. That's the
I don't see
thing.
why it's working for some and not
Yeah.
Valerie, do you have your shell on there already?
I have not, I teach online, so I have my other show, so I'm
No, but you don't have this one.
No, she's the only one who can get access to my sandbox so far.
Did you accept Joe's invitation?
Did you accept my invitation?
Yes.
I don't know why it would work for. It's not supposed to work for one and not the other.
Let me go pull some.
Please do. Please.
The Cengage website, but not the Canvas.
How you doing, Keith? Same thing? It's like this whole row. This is the whole row.
You can't get in either.
That's me too.
What about you, Regina? You keep going.
No, she can't. She can't.
But you get into Cengage? You
I
get
can't get, I
Cengage.com?
just get an error has occurred
Or Cengage.com?
everywhere. No, through Canvas.
No, but try
I did, it
Cengage.com.
didn't work.
Really?
Said I couldn't log in.
And Ron can't do it either. You can't log to Cengage either. Cengage or Cam or
Not through Canvas.
I'm getting invalid username.
All right, I'm gonna open up another window in Cengage just to make sure.
Well, if it didn't work for you, well, it worked for me. No, it's working for me to go into Cengage, but not through Canvas.
Okay, let me try this again. Yeah. No, I know I have an account, but maybe it's the wrong password. I mean, it could be. Ha! It's the wrong password. Ha! Ha! Just goes to show you how many might not have their right passwords.
There we go. You're in now?
Of course.
Are you all authorized?
You're in there. Creative.
No, not every time I try.
Val, I need you to just stay where you are. You're perfect.
Sorry, guys, I said be patient.
It's okay. Everybody, be patient. We're going to get there. That's what we're all here for. We're all here for each other.
I tried to create a new account.
So try using your UCC email
I tried that too.
and the password. Try union capital U. Try uppercase C, uppercase U, and then 19. And there you go. Perfect. So you're good. Yes. There's a
Take
blue
notes,
card
folks.
here that has the information.
And then use that.
Takes a little bit of work, a little bit of atom splitting. We can do it.
There we go.
Union,
Union, capital U,
Thank you, Kristen.
and then NION,
Capital C.
N-I-O-N.
And then number 19.
I think you have too many.
Yep. And then that's a blue. 5 letters. No problem.
You said.
And that process, just so y'all know, is a one-time process.
Thank you.
Now you'll never do it again.
Thank you.
Automatically for all under Cengage courses.
One night.
But if you want to ever get into your instructor companion site to pull down PowerPoint test banks, that's what you'll need.
Folks, like we tell our students, if you have to write it down, write it down. Just write it down. And it'll never hurt you. Taking notes will never hurt you.
I even brought a notebook.
You're fine, Regina.
See them when
Don't
you
worry.
have a notebook in
I know.
class? I'm like,
It's got to like,
tell them study the show when you
I add this one.
my PowerPoint too.
And then, of course, I have to have like the rare exception to the rule. The kid comes in, he knows everything.
Yeah, lowercase u.
The student knows everything. He never took a note in his life. I say, how do you, what are you, a sponge? Like what? Regina, I'll tell you. Keith, how we doing? Walcott, we're good?
I do.
Alt,
Yeah, I have very good success.
Big Bill. Okay, Ron, how you doing?
We're getting there.
All right, don't
So
worry.
that's actually a really good point. Don't use Internet Explorer.
Searching.
Yeah, there's no reason you should.
Yeah. Well, I
Never.
think that's what's giving our poor friend Ron over here problems. It's just Explorer. Yeah.
I don't like all the bells and whistles on your stuff.
No, I don't blame you.
Okay, let me know when everybody has logged on. I'm going to go back. Let me know when everybody has logged on and has access to the sandbox. We're going to do it nice and slow. We'll get there. What do I got? I can teach the Industrial Revolution under 15 seconds. We got this.
When did you invent the internet?
Me? That was before my time.
After I invented the internet?
That was the UNIVAC. That was before my time.
He doesn't.
All right, raise your hand for me if you have access to my sandbox. Are you at the first page, Ron? Do you see this?
Yeah, I still have it.
Okay, here's what I want everybody to do. Here is your first step. Here's where we need to make up time.
Back.
Just, if you logged on to Cengage already, that's where I'm going. I need everyone to click Cengage. Has everyone done that? Raise your hand if you've all done that. Sorry, it's just a pedagogical thing. Have we done it? Good. Now click in, we're going to search for the text from which we're going to draw the material. In this case, Spielvogel. And here it is. It's a linked text. And now the fun begins. It's like game. You're behind? Okay, let's go back. Follow me.
I'm at the sandbox.
Okay. Go.
We'll catch him up. We'll catch him up.
Okay, you got it. No problem. All right, here we go. Here is the most basic way to draw your, and the content I mean is the chapter reading. Go ahead.
Two people who need to create courses first. So click create on a new MindTech course. Yep, and then just do the name. Maybe like practice or if you're in a sandbox course, right, both of y'all?
Yes.
Something like that, practice or something like that. Start names, end dates, they don't have to be real ones. Just make sure that the end date is after the start date.
Oh, maybe it's this one?
And
Click on that.
the time zone.
Click on Spielvogel. Regina, right here. Right here.
Oh, that one.
Click on Spielvogel. You're going to see your content on your screen.
You're hopping on associated with student account, which is why
You got content, Bill? You're good? All right, they're doing theirs. How am I doing back there? But Keith, can you hear me? We're good? Yeah,
Yeah, and once you continue again, then just hit.
just the reading.
Bottom left right now.
I'm going to show you what you have to use. Just the reading.
It won't add anything.
Nothing. That's all you. You could do whatever you want. The only thing you're going to do, Bill, not much has changed. You still have that liberty. The only thing has changed is the text, but now instead of a physical, we have an online. I'm going to show you how to draw in the online chapter readings, so you at least have that. No. It could be, but then you'll get confused as to where the readings begin, and you'll have a bunch of activities you may not want to use. So you're going to have to manually decide what you want to phase it. Yeah, and I'm going to show you the easy way of just doing the readings alone. From there, you're good. You could do whatever you want. Your own courses, your own, and you could even add supplemental literature, which I've done. I add a lot of supplemental literature. So, but we're going to get there.
Sorry. No easy way.
We have plenty of time. It's like Tom Brady with 3 seconds in the end zone. We're fine. Oh, football fans.
I am too, but I'm a Giants fan. I'm like,
You see now. Oh, well, nobody said Knicks.
I just like the stats.
I'm with you, Regina. I'm with you.
I understand we're going, but it's 6.
I'm with you, kid. I am with you.
My husband and my boys do stuff with the Patriots to wear their shirts, but
I do strut crossroads from last year. Yeah. Oh, we had such a better mix last year. And then this year, I would like to Fridays on a region this year, I might as well just tank this year and then pick next year. But
Jim, you're getting a lot of stuff.
is this available for our summer
we don't have
school?
any of that, unfortunately.
A lot of peripheral stuff. A lot of peripheral stuff.
That's all right.
Yeah, that's what, well, I'm not ready to do one.
All right, how we doing? Who's with me? Dave, how you doing? Are you at this page? Keith, you're at this page. Okay, here we go. Bill asked me a great question. How much of this do we have to use? Just like a physical textbook, which we had to use before, we're using an ebook. What we're responsible for teaching is the content in that book. That's the content we chose to back up our lecture, okay? That's the content we chose from which to draw, from which we get information to convey to our students. The only thing I'm going to show you is to start off just drawing in the content itself, and that's just a reading. Anything beyond that, if you want to know how to do it, you can come to me at a later time. I'll show you how to add on everything. I'll show you how to make it brush your teeth. It doesn't matter to me. The fact of the matter is, right now, small content. That's all we need, reading. That's it. The best way to do this, follow me, because here's where things get a little convoluted if you don't pay attention. I always do a chapter introduction, right? Click on the chapter introduction. The reading, the content itself, is underneath the section. Content is, you do not click on the section. If you have to write that down, write that down. You do not click on the section. You click on what is exactly underneath. I'm going to show you right here. In this case, we got the first humans. Click on it. You're going to do the same thing for every other section in the chapter. Do I need to say that again? You're going to do the same thing. You're going to click on what's underneath the section. And you're going to do that for every... Here's the section. You're clicking on what's underneath it. No, it doesn't. Well, the thing is, it could if you click on everything. If you click on everything, you're going to find yourself in a proverbial world of trouble, because you're going to have all that content, including activities, primary sources, how to read maps, everything. I don't think you want to do that to yourself. I would just do what I'm suggesting you to do. This is the basics. It's the easiest way we're just doing reading. Yeah, we want the basics first, okay? Under each section. Just the first line. That's the reading.
And maybe a different version of skill level there are three to choose from. You may describe a different one.
You're choosing all of the 1.1,
1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1, and the chapter summary.
You might be in a different version.
What's the check your understanding of that?
Click in here.
It's an activity. Just stay away from it for now. I'm here all summer. Yeah, we could. Yeah, it's a lot, Reggie. I actually love this stuff. Primary document interpret. I mean, some of them even match up with the CLOs. But for, you got to understand, if it's going to be a lot for us, how is it going to be for our students? And that's why we're doing it this way. Okay, we got to marginalize everything at this point. Let me know when we're all ready. Now, after you've selected the chapter introduction, everything underneath each respective section of each chapter, right, of each section, and the chapter summary, we are now ready to import it. We're going to do this one chapter at a time. One chapter at a time. We ready? Confirm, so do all this, do the... Don't forget to click on the chapter introduction. I mean, I do this. Chapter introduction, content, and the chapter summary. So once you have this all done, all these clicked manually, you should have clicked chapter introduction, the first humans, the emergence of civilization, civilization in Mesopotamia, Egyptian civilization, gift of the Nile, and on the fringes, and the chapter summary. Once you've done that, click Confirm Selection.
Wait, Joe?
Uh-huh.
You have to,
Let me see.
I have each of the sections. Do I have to have this clicked up here?
No, do not click. Just click Chapter Intro.
Not chapter 1, just the intro.
Just click. It's because if you click Chapter 1, you're going to get everything from that.
There's going to be a chapter introduction for that underneath every chapter.
I always do this, folks. Look, eyes on me, please. Chapter Intro. The readings beneath the section, that's where you'll find the reading. So everything subsequent to the actual sections, 1.1, 1. Everything, the first line underneath that, you click on it. And then the chapter summary. Go ahead, Bill. You didn't add them.
You didn't add.
Go back. Go back. Don't save that. Sorry, Bill. We're going to get there. So, Bill, do a chapter intro. Let's do it again. We're going to follow me. Ready? Here we go.
Let's
Chap-
all go along at the same time. Yeah, just hit close. We're going to cancel this and do it all together. Yeah?
Okay.
All right.
All right. There we go.
Yeah, you got it there, Joe. Because that takes you to that specific piece of the book, right? Yeah, because we're adding the keyboard.
And then chapter summary.
Every section of it.
We're going to get there, Val. Don't worry.
No worry. Can't all day.
Bless you.
Thank you in chapter 1, but then you're going to do the same thing for chapter 2. Chapter intro. And then each section underneath, right? So the line underneath section.
Yeah.
Like 1, 2.2. You select those two.
So we're doing all the chapters and everything?
Joe, do you want them to do all the chapters now?
1 through, the syllabus says 1 through 16.
We're doing them all right now?
1 through 16.
15.
15.
You go through 1 through 50. We're going to build 15 modules. For now, we're going to do a chapter at a time.
A chapter at a time?
One chapter at a time.
Chapter 1.
Start with chapter 1.
So I don't want chapter 2.
Make it easy.
We're doing the gift of denial?
And the chapter summary. So when everybody's ready with that, let me know. We're going to confirm selection.
So you're not gonna do where it says section right here, because it's not, what is the item
And then
that's
it
right
went back to
below
the
it?
homepage.
I'll show you what we're. And now we're going to confirm the selection. Save the selection.
Yeah, chapter summary. Yeah, it's great.
Now, go to our modules. Oh my God, I did everything. Now watch what I'm going to do. No. I'm going to get rid of some of this because this is
It's on here 4 times.
because I was doing it several times to help everybody. But let me get rid of that.
Oh, and then the chapter summary, and let's start with.
Label your module ebook chapter 1. We're doing one chapter at a time. I'm going to add the module. Let me go back and import.
We're doing add module.
And I think I have 4 on there is because people are, you're all on my computer. You're all on my computer, so I'm getting all yours too. Okay? That's why it's on there. Yeah. We're going to make it work, though. We're going to figure it out.
So what, did you go on add module or what?
You add module. I'm going to do it again. Just to make sure everybody has an understanding of what we're doing, right? It's all over and over again. That's how we're doing it. On the fringes, chapter 1, do only chapter 1, chapter summary. Confirm your selections. Go to our modules. Okay. All the way at the bottom, you'll see ebook chapter 1. Here's what you will do. You're going to move this
Where do we see that?
all the way up to the top. Okay? Now,
I don't see that, Joe. I have a chapter 1, but I don't have the ebook.
either way, whatever you want to name it. So just take ebook chapter 1, whatever you want to do, and label that because that's when your chapter 1 content reading will be.
Where we bring it to the very top?
Bring it to the very top. I would get rid of this 521 here, remove it. Now, select this, select all the chapter 1 content.
Joe, you got to back up.
Okay?
We're a little lost.
Once you confirm your selections,
How do we move this up?
here,
What I am, I did the import.
no problem. Here you go.
So, yeah,
Bang, done. Here you go.
I don't have the stuff on the side to bring it up.
You don't, nope. You got to click down because you got to expand.
All right, so now if you go to modules,
Why don't you have it on the side?
it's grayed out, but you can still select it. It's grayed, as in the color gray.
Oh, is it gray?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
I don't know why that would happen, Bill. Kristen, do you know why this would happen? He can't bring it up. Down here. He can't bring it up. He can't bring up his chapter
So
1.
if you select the little 3 dots on the right on Canvas, can you move it to? Move module at the top.
At the top. Okay, so that would be his way of doing it. Move it all the way at the top. Okay, now, you,
Wait a minute. Do I have to, here, move
Move module.
module at the top.
Yeah, at the top. At the top.
go ahead.
I move.
Go all the way up. Let me see if it's there. I just want to. No. I don't know. That I don't know.
Yeah, I don't. Canvas.
So far, besides Bill, who hasn't been able to create a chapter 1 module and move it to the top? You either, Val? Okay. Okay, and you could certainly put in whatever you want. Go ahead.
You're going to call
Now, what if you only want them to read certain parts of the chapter? Will you just select the part that you want them to look at?
Well, let's say you only want them to read a certain portion of Egypt. You're going to have them read the whole thing, or you could specifically state, just please read chapters, whatever to whatever, well, pages, whatever to whatever.
For example, theoretically, you're going to cover Egypt in class, and you're going to cover Mesopotamia in class, wanting to read Mesopotamia. So could you just leave out Egypt as far as the reading?
Absolutely, absolutely. This is all you with your class. So if you teach Mesopotamia in class or Egypt, and you want to remove the other, then you simply don't click on it. You simply don't have to import that literature. How you doing, Monica? Good, good, good. Hold on one second. Let me see. Go to your. Did you accept my invite into the sandbox? Okay, go back to your canvas. Okay, now here's what I want you to do, Val.
Yeah?
I want you to click this right up here. I want you to put move content. Chapter 1, move it.
2. Let's try this.
That's a canvas error. I don't know why canvas. So you need to
Okay, go back. Don't worry, go cancel that. Click on that. This one. Okay, now try it. Move content. Let's see what your chapter 1 ebook. Okay. If it's not working that way, Val, then you do it manually. I don't know why.
I usually do it manually anyhow.
Yeah, but you do it.
Oh, you mean you have to move them all into...
Well, there is a batch thing that you can do, but this is basically what we're looking at.
As long as it works.
Yeah.
So what do we do with this? Just get rid of it?
We're going to get rid of that after we move these up, because if we get rid of that now, it's going to take away everything that's after it.
But you can't move
You're
them
not getting
until
this
you have, yeah. he's not
box
getting it.
We were right-clicking here.
So you're
I can do it.
You got it. Yep, there it is. Now, once you've done that, how you doing, Regina? You good? Okay, chapter summary. Then you'll build your second module, ebook chapter 2. Then we go back and we take everything we did, intro, readings under the sections, chapter summary, and put that in as 2. All right, Monica, here we go. Yeah, do it all the way up to 15. So here we go. Oh, no. Oh, you got it, though. Look at this. All right, so now this is your... So here's everything now. You're going to make... Because it just looked like too many. We want to delete this, too. All right, so now you have all the... We don't want all this. This is all,
This is just your
what
choice
extra
of
stuff
the-
was doing. Yeah. Okay, folks. Everybody's done chapter 1. Let's see, Bill. Hold on.
He's having a canvas
Doesn't
issue
have
where it's
that
not giving
thing
him
on the left.
these draggers to like
drag it
move
up.
it up. That's a canvas. I don't.
Yeah. No, I know.
You put the reading in.
You can still move things into that module. You just can't move that module within Canvas. I would ask Lana what's going on with that. All right. Now you have all this. So the things that you don't use on the ebook are the same.
So it's basically just presenting each chapter.
That's it. That's it. And that is it. That's it. We're done as far as basics. You do that for chapter 1 through 15. You are done. Anything else you want to do is all you. You're not bound by quizzes, activities, anything like that. You're not bound by any of that. But this is the minimum, what we call the min-max, right? This is what we have to do, okay? If you're not going to teach Mesopotamian class and you want them to read it or whatever, make sure it's from the book. That's the only thing. Other than that, doesn't matter. It's your choice on what you want to, as long as you follow that syllabus. And our contract with Cengage you're okay. Right? The protocol at the school, inputting grades in Canvas, transferring them to what, we do all that, we're okay.
Most of mine use mobile for
They can. They can.
and they read it on the mobile.
I have had students reading through As far as Cengage, I don't expect any problems with that, Regina. I mean, it's a digital, but it's not exactly new because this is geared toward a digital society, and I believe that was in mind when they were creating it because that's a constant. So I'm assuming when they made this, they said, what about those cell phones? Do we need to? They should already done that because that's where we are as a society. So if we're there already, that I would suspect is already encoded in the creation.
So I know a lot of times they do their quizzes.
Yeah, and I think that's any software nowadays or any digital, You set it up. Okay, here we go, Val. Watch this. Let's go back. Watch this.
There's serious stuff down here.
Here we go.
I'm ready.
Okay, our next Spielvogel, right? Now watch this. Val and Regina. Anything you want to use from the text that is already linked to the Canvas gradebook, you'll see 2 squares, and there they are. Everything from reflection activities to primaries, whatever, anything that has 2 squares, you have to weight them through, because when you create an assignment, it'll already be linked as an assignment. You go in now and edit it to what you want. So nothing changed. Canvas is still our platform. That does not change. What you're doing is just manipulating the content from where we get it from and now to how we present it grade-wise. We still have that dominion. That has not changed. Not much is going to change. Regina, I promise you, not much is going to change. And you know what the funny thing is, folks? We were all doing this. The only reason why it doesn't seem that way, when Val was choosing different textbooks for our students and stuff, we were getting different text. It's the same thing. This is a different textbook. It's a different way of just presenting you the literature.
So what about the ones that don't have the double square? Like if I wanted to use the video and quiz.
You would have to create an assignment as it and create that as a specific assignment, and you would have to stipulate this assignment can be found wherever it might be, whatever the chapter, focus on the primary, whatever it might be for a grade. If there's a non-grade there, and let's say you want them to do it, if you, like let's say setting this scene video and quiz, you can make that as an assignment and have that title. Chapter 2, setting the scene video and quiz, and then you would make it whatever grade you want, as whatever the grade.
The quiz, would they be able to take it online, or do we have to, like, is it
Online.
imported?
Online.
Or do we have to set it in?
Nope, it would already be taken. You would have to import it, but you'd have to import it and create an assignment out of it. Monica. It's okay, here. So here's what I want you to do now. Don't worry. And I'm with you, some. All right, so you did all this. This is, you did 2, right? Okay, so we want the chapter summary all the way at the bottom. So intro, content, chapter summary, right? And that's all it is. It just takes doing it over and over again. Folks, it's like anything else. When we were undergrads, we didn't know our civilizations, how everything connected. It took us how many decades to get where we are right now? You think you're going to learn this in one day? But we're going to get there. We're going to get there. I promise you we're going to get there. It's not bad, Val. Right? Am I right? It's all it takes is, how you doing, Dave? All it takes is over and over. And you know what? I'm here also. The academic specialists work year round. We're not going anywhere. So we're here. And she's local.
I'm local. I'll give you all my card. You'll have my cell phone number, my email.
This woman is attached to the hip when it comes to me. She comes down whenever. How we doing, Dave?
Got my first module all up in the modules.
And there it is.
Yeah.
And that is it. Your content. Now you do that for 2 through 15.
Right, and just do the same process all over.
And if you want to connect the quizzes, the stuff that is linked to the Canvas gradebook has not 1 box, but 2.
That was my one question. I went into Cengage, where you're in right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't see the second box available. Is there something I need to do to enable the second box?
No, it's available. Just go down. Let me see. Oh, wait, where are you? Hold on. Okay.
Select everything that's underneath section. So not section 1.1, but the first humans. Right? Then you're going to get the emergent. So you're going to select the one that's underneath section. Yeah, absolutely.
Let me see something here.
Oh, yeah, there's go up a little bit. There's at least 5 different sections. It's got to be something that we did. There's 1-3. You have a roll bar that makes it
Interesting.
here.
Someone must have. Let's see.
Like you can see that wheel on the map?
Hmm.
It'll slow you down.
Okay, I'm noticing David doesn't have option of 2 squares. Is anyone else having that problem? Because that's a
So say
Cengage
this again
thing.
of the option of 2 squares.
Yeah, in other words, whatever's
Add
linked to the
grade
gradebook, yeah.
So I can talk to that. So the reason you're
Kristen?
not seeing things that are add to gradebook, you can only add things to the gradebook that are marked for a grade. We haven't figured out a way yet that you can actually track if they read something and grade them on that. So the ebook, there will be no link to gradebook. Now those other activities that they can choose from, if they are marked as graded in MindTap, there's going to be a link for graded.
That's what I mean. They don't have that second.
Right, because we set everything to practice because we're not forcing them
Okay.
to graded
I'm going to
activities,
bring up
yeah?
mine. I'll show you what I did. No, thanks, Kristen. Okay. I'm going to bring up mine, the proverbial bells and whistles. I don't know why I keep doing this. It's enough to drive you mad. It's enough to drive you like the Mad Queen. See what I did?
Which one?
Nobody got it.
I got you.
You got me, Alt?
Yeah.
I expected Dr. Hurley to get me on that one. I'm very disappointed, Doc. The Mad Queen, very disappointed. All right, here we go.
It wasn't
Come on. Whoever didn't see that one coming,
from season 1.
come on. All right, here we go. This is my bells, and this is my brainchild. This is my baby. My modules are set up just like this. My grade book has been imported because mine was not set for practice. Mine was set to build. So when that time comes, the only difference you'll have then and now, you will see 2 squares. Whatever you have with 2 squares, that is automatically linked to your Canvas gradebook. So here I'm thinking, we're having them buy the book. We're going to have them read the book. And how do we know that they're reading? Give them the quizzes. It's simple. Monica?
Probably either jumping the gun or
No, go ahead.
this already. Since I think I'm responsible for rebuilding about, well, between 10 and 20 textbooks in Civil Life. To what extent are adjuncts allowed to do their own thing?
Every extent. The only thing they're responsible for. I wrote this down, and here's, just like Dr. Barra says, we teach, we practice what we teach. These are the mandatory, okay? You need the syllabus. You need Canvas. Grades must go through Canvas as well as web services. The only change is the ebook that we chose from Cengage. What you're responsible for is teaching that content, bringing in that content. Just the reading alone, the substance, that's where it ends. Now, if you decide to go on further, and I said this, if you want to add videos, if you want to add tutorials, primary document, case studies, your own case studies from, let's say, a Legal Information Institute, right? You could bring all that in and put that under activity. But you don't need to do that. This is where every adjunct will start. That's all they have. This is what they have to follow. This is it. Other than that, that's when we start adding. How you doing, Val?
So first we lost chapter module 1, when we went to chapter module 2, it disappeared.
Yeah.
After we added chapter 1 test, all the readings disappeared.
Yeah.
So
Don't worry about it. As long as you know how to add, all the chapters. When you guys get ready, and gals, to start adding and building legitimately, I would suggest doing it one chapter at a time. Because the way these, visually, the way the boxes are, you can get lost. And if you miss something, and we all know this from being historic, when you read something, things get lost in translation visually. You can miss one of those squares, and then you're going to have to go back and put it in. I suggest doing, and this is what we mean by a template. You need to do chapter intro, what's underneath the sections, and the chapter summary, each chapter at a time. It's done in 45 minutes. And you know everything's done. You've left no stone unturned. If you do it all at once, which is where we're at today, because that's the way they decided to do it, that's why we're running into these glitches. Other than that,
When are we going to get our shells? That's the thing.
45 days before classes start per Dr. Gutkin.
per Dr. Gut, that's not a Professor Margiotta question. That's a Dr. Gutka.
That's what he told
Yeah.
Cengage when we asked him, so he's saying 45.
Unless, Bill, if you reach out to Lana and say, look, these X, Y, and Z are my classes, man. I mean, it's, you know, Lana, just say, hey, look, you know, can I have my classes? I'd like to start. And this, yeah.
We can build all the syllabi chapters before we get the Canvas shells.
Say it again.
We can build the syllabi before we get the Canvas.
Yes, but the syllabi, remember, folks, at least for history and government, have already been updated. You'll update your syllabi, send them to Dennis, and then that will be the syllabi that will be disseminated to adjuncts.
Well, right now I'm using syllabi that is not necessarily Cengage.
No, the syllabi has nothing to do with it. The syllabi contains the Cengage ebook we've chosen. So if you've chosen your Cengage ebooks, they should appear on all your syllabi. And I have that on the first page. Like the way I have it, Monica, if I go to home, you go all the way down. I got the book of the dead here with Herr Nefer. Nobody's a fan. Terrible. That's a weighing of the heart ceremony. You can't. That's one of the greatest illustrations out there, and it's on here, right here.
Dentist office has that.
Oh, everybody sells itself.
A quick suggestion.
Please.
So my suggestion, because we're putting, and we're doing this in every class where it's like ebook module 1, ebook chapter 2, ebook chapter 3, regardless if it's history or psychology or physics. My suggestion is start in Canvas first and create all those modules first.
Yeah.
It says ebook chapter 1, ebook chapter 2, ebook chapter 3, ebook chapter 4.
I'll give you a visual, and I did it again. Oh, I keep hitting the back arrow.
You can kind of knock it off your list. That's how I worked with Joe. We started in Canvas first.
Okay, so go to the sandbox, go to modules, and do this. Add module. Ebook chapter 1. Add module. Add module. Ebook chapter 2. Add module. Ebook chapter 3. This is basic Canvas stuff. Now we're going to go all the way down to the bottom. Once you have all these, you're going to bring them all the way up. That's it. Now let me do it this way. Just so much easier. There's ebook chapter 1. Here's ebook chapter 2. Do this with 1 through 15. And then all you have to do is import the content and put it in each respective ebook chapter. You know, we're historians, but we're still scientists in a sense. Just think of things methodically, systematically. That's how we do it. You have to. How can you not? Right? The Egyptians did not build the pyramid with the capstone. I would hope not. My goodness. You start with the foundation, you build on top. You build it with the Jews, which is completely incorrect, and I can't even get started on that one. How are we doing, Val?
1 or 2 down the first thumbnail.
Yeah, it's not.
Do it again. Add module 5. We gotta lift it up again.
So you go to sandbox with Canvas.
How you doing, Keith? That's it. 1 through 15, and then you import the content module by module and you put it in.
That's when we do the chapter by
page, chapter by chapter, and it's already there, and it's not, oh, I gotta move this, and I gotta build this, and the systems.
Where does the student see this, in modules? They need to put a module?
You make it available to students once you create it, and they're going to see it in modules. Whatever is going to be graded will be under assignments. You'll notice I've had everything. I created the assignments. When I got my final research paper, I got it on the major war, right?
Yes.
This is all a Canvas thing. This is a Canvas thing, right?
Right, so how,
Let me see what else we got. Files, just in case anybody's interested.
So,
The
Joe,
MindTap Educator. Yep.
if they are creating this in their sandbox, when they have their own shells, can they import this into their shell?
That would be a Cengage question. If they have their
I
own,
mean, the Canvas sandbox, can they import the Canvas sandbox, what they're creating, into their shell when they have it?
I would think so, but that would be Cengage and Dr. Gutkin.
Okay.
If you have one course already created, you should be able to transfer or import one to another. Copy an instructor's course.
Right.
You can copy your own course. From what I understand,
And I'm no Canvas expert, this is why I'm asking. I can answer it.
and as many Canvas, classes we've taken or have we worked with it, we're all not Canvas experts. We each learn it a little more every semester, every time we use it. So the basic knowledge we have, I think this is an excellent starting point. All right, and we're going to run these all the time. However many of these they want me to do, I'll do them. Any of these workshops, I'll do them. This is what I do. This is my job. I love it.
We're doing more of these too over the summer.
I'm doing the August 26th one, which is a bit ways away. If I can get one in before that, I'll do it before that. I'll do whatever Union County College wants. If they want me to do 3 a day, I'll do 3. It doesn't matter to me. This is my job.
Know that it's my job to make sure you guys are comfortable no matter what day it is. Well, Monday through Friday, just about, right? But so I'm local. If you want to meet up, and if you don't necessarily live close to the campus, if you want to meet at a Panera, if it's more convenient for you, happy to do that too. But we can do some individual trainings as well. So you can, just because Union's not hosting something, you can always reach out to Cengage and we can make sure that you get the help that you need.
All right, so question. So like going back to the Cengage, like primary source checklist, if you want to put that in, you just check it, put it
Yep.
into the course?
Yep, if you want to put it in, you can check it.
And then the check your understanding, is that the quizzes?
No.
So where are the quizzes?
Joe, how do you want to go about the quizzes?
Okay.
What is the check your understanding?
The thing is, and here's how I did it. And one thing, once again, keeping it simple. When you build a regular course, I think the easiest way to do it is to link the quizzes because they're automatically linked to the gradebook. If you want to use those for
You're talking about
the MindTap quizzes,
They're MindTap chapter quizzes.
okay? They're MindTap chapter.
They're automatically linked to the gradebook.
Yeah, if you guys weren't under
You can
practice,
go for practice without having to go to the gradebook.
Yes, you keep them, so if it's marked as practice in MindTap, it will not report to your gradebook, but you can still give them the link through Canvas to get there.
Right.
Say, hey, it's here, it just won't report back to your
All
gradebook.
right, is he going to show us how to do that?
I don't know.
I
what's
don't-
on these,
I-
I'm supporting whatever's on
I
there.
don't think
That might be a level 2 kind of.
I don't think that's for now. I don't, I could certainly show you outside of this, Bill, and I have no problem. I just want to make sure I did my due diligence here today as far as scratching the surface, because that's in fact what we're here to do. The way I pulled in the grades, things linked to the Canvas was, I clicked on every chapter test. There are 15 chapters. There are 15 chapter tests. Those 15 tests are linked to the gradebook. You make them whatever percentage you want.
But where are the tests? That's what
Okay, and because you're under practice, you can't see the ones. So let's see.
Chapter 1 test.
You see those chapter 1, and you see how you got the 2 squares? That's what I took from the text. Everything else, it's mine. It's mine.
You can do just the one. So you can just click here and then unclick there, and it won't go into the grade. Is that, am I assuming properly?
Yes, it won't.
You could click it as a practice, but if it's not linked into the gradebook, which you would have to if you click the second one. If you don't click the second one, it's a practice.
Okay, so you could
So you could do it as a grade, you could link it to the gradebook, or you could use it as a practice.
these are multiple choice.
Multiple choice. Multiple choice. There's little like puzzles where you scroll down the arrow key and you put the answers in the right place. Stuff like that. It's digital. It's all.
Oh, I just had a question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, or homework.
Mhm.
For most of my classes, I give essays.
Okay.
I don't give
Well, then here's what you need to do. When you create an assignment, your assignments will be the assignments you create, which will be essay based. You'll have a writing emphasis course, so your assignments will be what you want the assignments to be, culminating in whatever grade percentage you want them to be.
So I can import the assignments that I want to use.
You don't need to import. They won't have your assignments. Your assignments you can make up. What you need to import is what they're going to be reading, and use that content to answer the writing assignment you've created. Okay. All this is the content. That's all we're worried about now.
What we're doing now is getting the ebook stuff into,
That's it.
and that's all that we're required to do.
Yeah, that's it.
We're not required to do anything else.
Nothing. That's it, Bill. And that's where the adjuncts can dispel any apprehensions that we may have.
Well, this is the big issue that I'm
Th-
getting.
and there is not-
You have to do this if it's not an online class.
Well, understand that we did make the transition to Cengage because now students, it's more affordable for them. So it's about them. It's not about us.
Do you want me to speak to this as to why we're doing?
Go for it.
Yeah, so this actually came from Dr. McMillan and Dr. Lau as to why we are putting everything on campus. So we are thinking about the students first and foremost. So the easiest way for these students to get to these materials, because they're digital, is when we work with intention to make sure that it is clean, that they can see it, and they go to Canvas. Your students are in Canvas even if you're not. So this is why we're saying we're going to put the ebook chapters in, we're going to label them clearly, we're going to keep it simple, because they're going to get this in your history course, they're going to get it in their psychology course, they're going to get it in their math course, in their chemistry course, in their paralegal course. It's going to be the same experience. So think about if you didn't put it into Canvas, the blow up you might get from the student that's saying, well, wait, everything else is in Canvas, how come you're not?
We may not have online classes, we may do face-to-face, but make no mistake, every course we teach is a web-enhanced seminar, especially going here on forward, because these ebooks we have to contractually be using. So, well, here's the deal. No matter what now, your seminar has become web-enhanced. So if the kids are going to have to be able to do it and access it that way, the kids don't want to know more than the instructors, so you have to learn how to do it. Because even though a lot of us come from a school of thought where we didn't have a lot of digitalization, globalization, whatever it might be, that's where we are. That's where we are. So you might as well it's like Dr. McMenamin said, and I will wholeheartedly 100% support her. This is where society is going, right? And if we don't compete with our competitors, which is they're all doing this, then we fall off the map.
Right.
We're not falling off the map.
Right, but you see, the problem I have, at Essex, we use Norton now. We're switching to Norton. And on the Norton courses, we use Moodle, which is horrible.
Yeah, no, I use that
You
called
go
one.
on
Yeah, it's bad.
Moodle, you just click
Brutal.
on the course, and there's the book is already there, chapter by chapter. We don't have to do all this.
I
It's
guarantee
there.
Cengage will get there. It's just this is where we are now, and we need to understand that.
So, yeah. Go ahead.
Please, Val, please.
Can we add questions to these quizzes or?
Yes, you can. So you do,
There's a lot we
if you
can do.
wanna use the Cengage quizzes that are built into MindTap, you would be in MindTap first, and then you can add questions in there, and then you would add it to Canvas. But yeah, so we're just waiting for our master shells to get in, and then by July, we're going to be creating just the same template that you're doing for all the courses that you can copy over, but you should know how to do this.
You want to know how to do this because the one thing we do not want is having the students know more than we're supposed to know more than them. We're supposed to know more than them, right? If we don't learn it now, you don't want to crash course, learn it 3 months from now. Let's everybody get it, because this is where we are.
You mentioned MindTap, but how do you get, what's MindTap?
So MindTap is what we call courseware, okay? And MindTap holds the ebook that you're linking to. It also
It's gonna be a lot of fun,
chapter
Val.
tests.
You're gonna love it.
Primary source doc.
Look at this. This is
It
great
holds a
stuff.
bunch of
This is great
different
stuff.
resources in one spot, so you don't have to curate it from other sources. When we say MindTap, that's what we're talking about.
That's already in there. We don't have to go in there separately for MindTap?
That whole linking
process is what correct.
Now, I'm going to add a little bit more, spice to the pot. Where we can go. Because we're all taught from different walks, right? We all come from different academic institutions. We all have certain things we would like to upload. Supplemental literature. We can do that. I've done it. We will get there. But let's say in the context of ebook chapter 1, after Egyptian civilization, I have my events approach to ancient Egypt. I use it every semester. And there it is. No dates, an events approach. All your dynasties grouped by kingdoms and intermediate periods. That's it, in 2 pages. They have that. And I have the intermediate periods broken down into dynasties.
And we can add videos and everything like
Val, this is 2nd to 13th. Just group it simple. Group it simple. This is for them, remember. All the way to the conquests. And it's done.
That's yours,
That's mine. If someone wants, fine, I'll give it to you. I don't care. You want to, but that's mine. I added it to, so they're in there too. Now this is mine. I've also, like I said, I run the Dark Age YouTube videos, right? So if we go back, you go all the way now to late antiquity, the Germanic kingdoms, which I think is 7 here. Germanic kingdoms, I took these from YouTube. You got the barbarian Goths. I usually have them do reaction papers.
Do you have a problem with YouTube shutting it down, though?
No, it skips once in a while, but other than that, these videos I find are extremely helpful. Yeah.
Well, what Joe's done here is we actually are partnered with YouTube through MyTab. So there is a video app where you can actually add these videos through YouTube.
They're not going to skip.
It keeps them in MyTab and not out on YouTube looking at other recommended crazy videos.
What about films on demand in our library? How would we put those in?
You would link those in.
You would link them. You would have to link them. So look, I'm not going to feign that there's not work ahead of us. But it's not anything we're not going to be able to do together. That's just how we do it. Because in the end, it's for them. It's for the students. We've done this already. We're done. We're done. So now it's them. That's what it's about. This is just bells and whistles that you can add. I'm just showing you what you can do. But it does take a little bit of time and a little bit of work, right? Like everything else in the world. Other than that, we got it. And I go all the way to whatever the heck I had. I'm trying to think what else I have on here. Oh, all adjuncts, just so you know too, will be getting a physical hard copy instructor manual. I'm going to order it for you because I know we love our hard copies. We're going to get that no matter what. Regina, you're going to have a... Whenever I get, and I can't do this with you, but whenever I get a tally of my adjuncts, I'm going to see who's teaching what and how many books I need, and they will be there for you before the semester starts. That's it. I'm going to help you. Let me ask Kristen. We'll find somebody. No matter what, we're going to find somebody. Yes, yes. For what I did, folks, because I'm as big a fan of the hard copy text as anything else. I ordered mine. All the classes were. I already ordered them in advance. They're all in my cabinet. If anyone wants to look at one, come on down.
You said there's things like PowerPoints and because PowerPoints are good for I write my own PowerPoints, but the ones that are already there is the art. So where are those located so I can import those into my PowerPoint?
Kristen question. We're going to ask her. We're going to figure it out. I mean, I'm chalk and talk.
I mean, there's so much art out there.
Oh, absolutely.
You never know I have mine, but
Yeah. No, absolutely, absolutely.
So Joe, all the books have been chosen for courses?
Yes, they have. Whether or not they will change remains to be seen, but at this point, that's where we are.
Okay, so you already know what they are.
We already did everything we had to do. That we did our due diligence in the past several months. We knew this was going to happen. We made it happen. African, whatever you need, let me know. You know that. You stop by my office anytime. That's what I'm there for.
So you said that the summary that we put together was imported, so it can't be taken off until after everything is complete?
Yeah.
Do something, everything disappears.
Yeah, you don't want to,
Don't want to do that.
don't do that.
So that I'm gonna have all of this?
There's a way to do it when you're building it. Like if you had a regular, you can remove it before you move everything, and that's the best time to do it. It's a little sensitive with that stuff. So if you start, because I went through this mistake like 4 or 5 times. No, and don't worry. What we are thinking of is just creating the content blueprint and basically funneling that out to all the adjuncts where you'll just have the chapter readings. If you want to add on that, come see me. We have Kristen. We're fine. There isn't anything we're not going to be able to do.
Section 2.2, if you select this one clip, to show me how
Left or right?
I think it might be, depending on the support might be in Cengage, but I
Yeah. Regina, you're going to find, and don't forget, there's always Questia too. And we do have a Questia librarian, right? If you're looking for the theopolitical, breakdown of the Ptolemaic Pharaoh Ptolemy V, you'll find it. It's ultra specific. It's like JSTOR.
Did you have a Kristen question, I thought you said?
Yes, we do.
Okay.
Regina?
I think I know the answer, but I still can't access Cengage and I go directly to Cengage because I'm thinking if I go to the book frontier, then the instructor material will be in the book.
oh, so the instructor,
It's like PowerPoint.
right, they're on your instructor canvas. So
How we doing,
that
Ron?
is on Cengage.
Bill? How we doing? All right? Keith? We're good? David? Good. All right.
Yeah, so rather with that saying,
Unless I'm typing it wrong. Unless I
So
have that
syllabus
wrong,
now,
but
are we
that's what she
using
said to me.
your master syllabus upload,
Dennis Espinoza. You have to use the master syllabus.
but we can change
The assignments are all you. As long as you use the basic template, you can do whatever, assignments, whatever it is, Bill. As long as we're doing the book, as long as they have that syllabus uploaded, as long as we're sticking to the basics with Canvas, grades, you're good. You could tweak that syllabus, you can add on, you can't take out.
this ISBN comes in. This ISBN's up here.
electronic
So you're gonna
copies
add
of the
this.
syllabus.
I'll send them out to you,
Send me
100%. I'll do it the minute I go up. I'll attach it to you.
9-5.
And if you need information, whatever, like I use these little grid charts or anything, like let's say wars, age of exploration with the explorers by date, country, and discovery. I'll give you whatever. It doesn't matter. I'll give you everything.
952317.
When you said Dennis has,
Espinoza. He's the one making the final tweaks on the syllabi because they have to have certain language.
well, I already have that language.
Okay, so if you have that,
What I'm talking about is the Cengage syllabus.
no, the Cengage syllabus should be from the master syllabus should be uploaded onto the Canvas shell.
So, for example,
And this lays out the
because you really might be able to just use the resources. I have that language in there ever since I started.
So this tells you everything that's in there, why it's important, how it, how long it lasts.
But your PowerPoints are there.
You have to upload. You have to update the syllabus to the book content.
That's right.
That's what we've been doing. Yeah, it has to be.
And, yeah, that's what I figured. That's why when
Yeah.
you said Dennis.
Well, Dennis is adding CLO language that we didn't know what it was. Therefore, we sent it to Dennis and had him do it. So he's the final say. He has to look at everything before it gets uploaded. Yeah. How we doing, folks? Yep.
So we can clean up your canvas.
Oh, they have 3. They have PowerPoint, like a yard type of there.
Folks, please sign both sheets. If anyone hasn't, both sheets, please. Monica, I'll get you yours. And Monica will work religiously, no pun intended, around the entire site. You know, if you could, Monica. Yeah. Regina, did Kristen answer your question?
Yes.
With the, okay? We got an appointment?
And in anything, this chapter 2, you don't, so you have you
But
said
that's the
what,
module 28. That's the module.
Professor Alt, how'd we do?
have nothing in there.
You good? All right, man.
So you only need one chapter 1 month.
Val, you taught me this. Good collegiality. I'm going to erase. Keeping with tradition. Good collegiality. Always erase the board. I'm keeping with tradition. I learned that from you.
I actually bought an eraser that I carry in my bag.
I have the erasers and the markers. It's just,
I barely write on it, but it doesn't have that.
Regina, how'd you do? You all right? Either way, we're here.
Create the Canvas stuff first.
You folks give yourselves about a week with this, you'll be fine.